it's considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field, Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go from Denver. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Opening play, and Bo will throw. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
And at the 22-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets a nice... Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Browns ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as he continues lighting up the stat sheets this season, we can see he's still chasing one man for the NFL lead in passing yardage.
Let's go now.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. His first throw is an interception. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And the Broncos are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere in the opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. This is the first carry for the rookie from Florida. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Nix from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now. Nix is hit. He lost that football. And the Browns pick it up. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. So holding on the offense, Brock, and a quick declination from the defense. That turnover will stand.
Okay, ready?
They'll throw it here on first. Short pass brought in. And they he will finally catch up to him. Just a second before he could reach that 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Ooh, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So it'll be second down. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Another throw here on second down. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
From the gun on third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
The Browns are lining up to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. The Broncos offense all set to go. By this point, partner, they're through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Brings up second and 8.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But the Broncos will get it back. Ooh, heads-up play to recover that one. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. They're out now, ready to punt it. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And it's been a very slow start offensively. Let's see if this drive is the one they can break through and put up the game's first points. Here's first and 10 from the 47. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. He's dropping back to throw. Hits his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's on target to Williams. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns go up 6-0 here in the first. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Broncos nothing. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Throwing from the gun. He's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They'll run here on first down. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards. It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Third and long for him here. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. They'll send out the punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with third and 3.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
They're going for this. He's got it to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
They give it to him again. Get some space around midfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
That's good.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They've got first down here from the 36. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Back to throw now. Taken in by Williams outright. And they take him down right along the 30. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
And it's 3rd down.
They're going to try and throw it here. Complete beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And the Broncos corral it! So they do take over after the fumble, Brock, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That run right there, that kind of feels like your missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And this gets him well away from danger as he is up past their 20. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing here, Nix. Completed to Sutton. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Complete to number 14, Portland.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's got Sutton complete. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48.
It's a gain of 20.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Sending him on the dive. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Broncos first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad.
Lost control of another one. And the Browns pick it up. The 40, 30, hits the 20. And this return will reach the end zone for a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pull that in front further, 13-zip. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field, maybe his whole life. That distance, a whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. But he had enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it. He wanted it.
He stopped on the run back of the 27. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And they're going to try to break through this defense and put some points up. They're down 14-zip. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Nix looking to throw. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Ball in his hands right around midfield. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Browns headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. Connects on the crosser. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns take a 20-zip lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. 1 minute, 58 seconds remaining in half number 1, partner. More from Mile High in just a moment. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Left side now caught by Sutton. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Offense to the line fast. Going on 1st down, Nix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. Nix from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Once more, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Punting unit out now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. Well, Brock, it only took 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out.
Okay, ready?
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Right up the gut. Get some space around midfield. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down. 1 play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. He puts together a nice little 8-yard gain, but it's not enough. They've got 4th down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Broncos get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it right too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Looking to throw. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the third quarter. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard. But like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
And we're going to know here in just a second on how they attack these opening plays. Do they opt to take it easy, play conservative, or just keep stepping on that gas?
On first down, they'll run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Throwing it on second down. Finds him on the crossing route. There he goes, right sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns grow the lead coming out of halftime. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns grow their lead yet again.
28. Broncos nothing. Evan McPherson.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. A give now from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
The return begins on their side of midfield. And a good return as he gets them up across midfield and into enemy territory. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Connecting on the slant. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Back to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
A second down run by Pacheco. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
To the air on 3rd and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. 1st and 10 now from the 46. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Hate to say it, but it kind of feels like time, Brock. It might be time for this offense to get a little more one-dimensional because his ground game hasn't done anything. I mean, just look up at the scoreboard.
Or maybe the in-between is a little play action. I mean, everything they've done, unfortunately, has not worked. And that one, to go backwards.
And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. So now here's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Now Nix. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
They're driving him closer and closer, Brock. This play made behind the line. They're now back at the 6. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
The 7-yard line.
The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. They're driving him closer and closer, Brock. This play made behind the line. They're now back at the 6.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Again, he's got room to the 25. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns blowing them out now, 34-zip. McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns continue piling on to this lead.
Evan McPherson set to kick
Here's
off.
McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here comes the Bronco offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down. Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. Here's Nix to throw. Setting up the running back screen. This gets forward to around the 29. It was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
On third down, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. The latest brings up fourth down. On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Through the 45. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. The big play nets them 17 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. Not much doing up the middle there, so he bounced it outside, earned him about 4 on that carry. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with third and 3.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
All plays on the table here for third and 3. Plowing up the middle. And they're turned away on third and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Evan McPherson on for the field goal.
McPherson's kick is good. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Broncos offense all set to go. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. He completes it in traffic. And this one doesn't go far.
1 yard gain. Brings up.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Broncos football as we near the end of what has been a largely one-sided game. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Throwing here, Nix. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
And 9 yards to go.
Running back sent in motion left. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. He's got it inside the 25. And he is out of bounds right on the edge of the red zone at the 20.
Broncos first down.
They'll throw again. Nix. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Nix off the play action. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain. They're down at 4 now. This is the 7th play of this drive.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Nix to throw again. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win. This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Browns are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First call here coming from the shotgun. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Back to Pacheco here on second. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Dive play straight ahead. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
1st and 10.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Play action with Nix. That throw behind his intended target. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to have this one. Out of the 20.
It's a gain of 30.
So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Once more, it's Nix. That's incomplete on second down. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's going to be third and short coming up. They send a man in motion. On third and 2, here's Nix. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on fourth and short. They'll run for this. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Hey, we working on the wide receiver. We working.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Nix from the gun. Cut near the goal line. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos trying to do some window dressing. Third and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here. There's the fake. Here's Nix. And the Browns get there and take him down. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Little knocks it through. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. It's Pacheco again. And they find him after just a yard. It's third down.
He was brought down at the gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Right back to Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of 2. They're left with 4th and 7. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Huard, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns, as we'll see you next time from Denver.